Welcome to the Overweighted Podcast, where we get real about the struggles of being obese and needing to lose a whole lot of weight. My name's Malaika. I'm your host, weight loss mentor and coach. Join me on my personal weight loss journey to lose about 200 pounds, and as I share my very real experiences, plus some simple, successful, and sustainable weight loss tips and mindset shifts so that we can mark lose weight off of our to-do list for good. So I wanted to keep all the goal setting episodes pretty close together. So we're flip-flopping episodes this week, and today I'm sharing a live about goal setting that I did on social media. But before I get into that, I want to invite you to a free workshop. I normally charge for this workshop, but I'm actually going to offer it for free inside of the Transformation Tribe community on September 15th. And don't worry, if you can't make it live, you'll have access to the replay for the entire weekend so you can watch it later. But if you are a woman who loves Jesus and you're just struggling with losing weight, or maybe you're struggling with overeating, then I want you to join me for this free workshop. I'm going to give you some biblical principles and practical steps to help you lean into your faith and get out of that lose weight and gain it cycle. I am going to offer a group coaching program at the end of the workshop for those of you that need further help. But don't worry, just come to the free workshop. You're going to walk away with an actual plan that's going to help you so that you can do it on your own if you don't want the extra help. So join me inside of Transformation Tribe for free for this free workshop. And you can join us at malaikaburley.com/network. Like I said, it'll be on September 15th, but you'll have the entire weekend to watch the replay. So don't worry if you can't be there live. All right, let's get into this episode. Hey. What is going on? My name is Malaika Burley. I am a weight loss mentor and transformational coach. And I wanted to come on and share 5 reasons that your weight loss goal stinks and why you're having trouble achieving it, and then also how to make it better. So I shared a while back on the live here when we did the mid-year check-in. I shared about a little bit about goals and maybe why you haven't achieved them. And one of the things I said is that, well, your goal, you probably have a sucky goal. So I said I would come back and give you a way to make your goal better. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm going to help you make better weight loss goals so that you can actually achieve them. So sorry if you can hear the chickens in the background. But I want to give you those 5 reasons to help you out. And so this particular episode or live is for those of you that you write out your goals, you write out the steps, and you actually achieve that. So maybe at the beginning of the year or whenever that time is that you like to write out your goals. Man, that chicken is really going at it today. So if you like to write out your goals, write out steps, strategize, and then you actually do them and achieve them, then this live is going to be for you. Okay. On the Overweighted Podcast, episode number 3 on the podcast is going to help you kind of write out a step-by-step plan to lose the weight. So if you're really good about writing out goals, steps, strategies, and you actually do them and achieve them, then this live and episode 3 is going to be for you. If that's not you, if you're not great at making plans and following them, and you haven't really been successful at achieving goals or achieving your weight loss goals like that in the past, then I want to encourage you to listen to podcast episode 39 and 40. That's going to give you a way to achieve your weight loss goals without having to strategize and write all the things out. All right. So like I said, this is for those of you that actually like to write the step-by-step and all that kind of stuff. All right. So 5 reasons your weight loss goal stinks. And then we're going to also say how to make them better. All right. So the first reason that your weight loss goal stinks is, and it's maybe one of these things. It's probably not all of these things that I'm going to mention, but maybe one of them. So one reason your weight loss goal may stink is because it's a results goal versus an activity goal. It's a results goal versus an activity goal. So when we are writing out weight loss goals, we have to remember we can't control the results. We can control what we do. So that's why you need to have a activity goal instead of a results goal. So if you have a results goal, that may be one reason that your weight loss goal stinks. So let me give you an example. So if your weight loss goal is, I want to lose 50 pounds, that's a result, right? If your goal is, I want to wear a size 10, that's a result. And I'm not saying we can't have that kind of in the back of our mind, but that may be one reason you aren't getting there. Because like I said, we can't control the results, but we can control the activity that we do to get to the results. So also, the results are affected by circumstances. So maybe you get sick, maybe you're in a busy season, maybe you go on vacation, maybe your hormones are out of control, right? And we can't control those things, but we can control the activities that we do to help us get to those goals. So instead of having those goals like, I want to lose 50 pounds, or I want to wear a size 10 or whatever, right? And when you're not achieving those goals, what tends to happen? You start beating yourself up about not achieving that. Like, oh my gosh, I'm a size 12. Why can't I get down to a 10 or whatever? And like I said, we can't always control that, right? We can't always control that. So we have to focus more on the activity. So we can't make our bodies do what we want our bodies to do. Our bodies are going to do what our bodies want to do. The best thing that we can do is control the activities that we are doing to help it do better, but we can't control everything. So what I would suggest is that you focus on activity goals. All right. All right. So here's some activity goals, some ideas for you. Cook healthier meals 3 times a week, right? That's an activity. That's something I can actually do and know that I'm doing it. So I can't control how much weight I lose from cooking those healthy meals, but I can control the fact that I'm cooking the healthier meals 3 times a week, right? That's an activity. Maybe I only want to eat out once a week. That's an activity that I can control that will help my weight and also my wallet at the same time, right? Go to dance fitness class once a week, right? So maybe you join me in dance fitness class once a week. That might be an activity goal for you. Drink a half gallon of water a day. Drink a half a gallon of water a day. That's a great activity goal. That's something you can control. So what are the healthy habits that you're trying to establish, and make goals based on those healthy habits that you're trying to establish? So focus on making your goals around those things. All right. So that's number one. Is it a results goal versus an activity goal? Because the results goal is probably why it stinks. So you want to focus on an activity goal. Number two, the second reason your weight loss goal might stink is because you have a don't want goal versus a want to goal. All right, so what does that mean? You have a don't want goal versus a want to goal. So what that looks like is you're telling yourself what you don't want in your weight loss journey, or what you don't want to do anymore versus what you want to do. So I'm going to give you a quick example for myself. So one of the things in the very beginning of my weight loss journey is that I used to drink so much soda that I was probably drinking about 2 liters of soda instead of the 2 liters of water that I should be drinking every day. And I mean, I wasn't sitting there like with a 2 liter, but grabbing so many cans or grabbing so many bottles, like it would add up to about 2 liters of soda a day. And so I knew that was something that I needed to change in the beginning of my journey. And so instead of just saying, I'm going to stop drinking soda, I had to focus on, I want to drink more water, right? So instead of focusing on what I didn't want, I had to focus on what I wanted. So I wanted to stop drinking the soda, but instead of just saying, I'm not going to drink soda, I focused on getting more water in. That's what I wanted to do, right? Because what happens when we try to tell ourselves we're not going to do something, chances are we're going to start fighting against that mentally, and that's just going to make us want to do it more, right? So if I would have just kept telling myself, I'm not going to drink soda, not going to drink soda, well, first of all, I'm just keep thinking about soda, and it's just going to make me want it even more. So I had to focus on, I want to drink more water. So focus on doing things to help me drink more water, like having a big water jug on my desk. So it's there and reminding me, right? So have want goals versus don't want goals. Maybe your thing is that you want to stop eating so many sweets, right? So instead of saying, I don't want to eat sweets, maybe what you say is that what you want to do is to eat more fruit in the evening or after dinner instead of the dessert. So instead of saying you don't want the dessert, think about the thing that you do want. So I want to eat more fruit in the evenings. Okay. All right. So that's the second reason, don't want versus want to. All right. The third thing is you have a comparison goal versus a mastery goal. So do you have a comparison goal versus a mastery goal? So this one will be really quick. So basically what this means is that, are you trying to achieve something because you're trying to compare yourself to someone else, versus just trying to be like the best or better version of yourself? So maybe you're saying, and I'm just going to use an example for running because that's probably the easiest example. So like, I want to be the top runner in my state. Like, I want to have the best marathon time in my state. So that's a comparison goal, kind of, right? Because you want to be better than everybody else. But a mastery goal would be that I just want to beat my best time. So whatever my best time is for that particular thing, whatever, like for instance, with this example with the marathon, I want to beat my time that I had last time. So whatever my best was. So I'm continuing to get better and master that skill. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. So the third reason your goal may stink is because it's a comparison goal versus a mastery goal. So don't worry about what everybody else is doing or trying to be better than everybody else. Just focus on mastering that skill and being the best version of yourself, right? And it could even be something so simple as maybe you see someone, they are walking like 5 times a day on their weight loss journey. So you're like, man, I'm going to start walking 5 times a day on my journey. But maybe you walk 0 times right now, right? And so if you don't start walking 5 times a day, you're beating yourself up about that. But that's because you're comparing yourself to that person. Just focus on doing better yourself. So I walk 0 times a week. So I'm going to focus on walking once a week. And once I walk once a week consistently, then I'm going to walk twice a week, right? And so you're getting better and mastering yourself and your self-discipline and doing better. All right. So that was number 3. Number 4, you don't know why you're doing it. You don't know why you are trying to lose this weight. And when I say you don't know why, obviously you probably want to lose weight because you want to be healthier, because you want to look better, right? But there are different or deeper reasons that we tend to want to lose the weight. So you really need to dig in and figure out why you want to lose the weight. So you're not always going to be motivated. I'm sure you already know that on your weight loss journey. So if you really get into those deeper reasons of why you want to lose the weight, then that's going to help pull you through in those times that you're not motivated and that you don't want to get up and do the things, or you just want to scrap your meal plan, right? So having that deeper reason of why is really going to help you pull you through those times when you're not motivated and or not feeling really disciplined. So like I said, you probably know like the surface reasons. You want to be healthier, you want to look better, right? But what you can do is you really want to dig down to that deeper reason that you really feel like in your heart. Like one of the things we used to say in business is like, your why should make you cry, right? My why doesn't always make me cry, but I feel it in my heart. So I'm going to say, find that why that you really feel, and that's really going to be that thing that's going to pull you through. So what you can do is ask yourself, why do I want to lose weight? And so one of the first things might be like, because I want to be a smaller size. So why do I want to be a smaller size? So you're asking yourself, why again? Because it's hard for me to do some of the activities that I want to do at my current size. Well, why is that important for you to do some of the other activities that you want to do? So you're asking why again? Because doing those activities are things that I want to do with my family. And so because I can't do them, I'm not able to really do some of the activities that I want to do with my family and spend that time with them. Right. So ask yourself why until you get down to that deep reason. So it's really not so much about the smaller size, it's that you're missing out on fun times with your family. Right. All right. So that's number 4. You don't know why you're doing it. And number 5, the last thing is the reason that your weight loss goal might stink is because you put a deadline on it. You put a deadline on it. And I kind of mentioned this before, but I would recommend that you don't put deadlines or timelines on your weight loss goals. Because like I kind of mentioned before with the results versus the activity goal, we can't control how and when our body releases the weight. All we can do is what we can do, the activities and building those healthy habits. And then as we continue to do that, the weight will come off, we'll get stronger, we'll feel better, we'll have more energy, all those things that come with losing weight. And when you put a deadline on it, and like say, if I'm like, I want to be down 100 pounds total by the end of the year. Well, if I'm not down 100 pounds by the end of the year, that's going to be really frustrating for me. And I'm probably going to be like beating myself up about that. Like, why didn't I hit it? What I should have done better, blah, blah, blah. So we need to just let it happen as it happens. Just focus on the healthy habits that you want to build, focus on those activities that you want to do, the skills that you want to develop, and the things that you actually want, like we mentioned, and it will happen in its time. And when we are putting like deadlines on our weight loss, and then we're beating ourselves up by not reaching that weight in that certain amount of time, it really dishonors and kind of discredits the work that we have done, right? So if I'm beating myself up about the fact that I am not losing 100 pounds by the end of the year, well, what about the 70 pounds I did lose? That's amazing. And I should honor that and be proud of that. What about the fact that I'm willing to walk to the store that's right down the street now instead of driving, which is what I would always do, right? And I mean, it's literally like a block away, but I would never walk there. But now I'll walk, right? So really like honor those things and the progress that we have made and that we are doing, and just scrap the deadlines. Don't worry about it anymore. It'll happen when it happens. All right. There you go. That's 5 reasons your weight loss goal might stink and how to make it better. And like I said, this is really for those of you that like to write down your goal, write down your plan and your strategy and everything, and have the steps to achieve it. So this is going to be good for you. And also, like I said, listen to the Overweighted podcast episode number 3. If you don't like to write out goals or you haven't had success doing that in the past, then go listen to episode 39 and 40. Okay, so real quick, again, the 5 things. You have a results goal versus an activity goal. That might be one reason that it stinks. You have a don't want versus a want to goal or action steps or strategies. You have don't wants instead of want tos. You have a comparison goal versus a mastery goal. Or number 4, you don't know the really deep reason why you're doing it, right? You're not getting to the heart of why. Or number 5, you put a deadline on that goal. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing day. And like I mentioned before, if you are a woman and you have maybe 50, 100 pounds, whatever to lose, and you would like some support and accountability, come join us for free inside of Transformation Tribe. I would love to have you in there. So just go to malaikaburley.com/network. So we can cheer you on, support you, encourage you. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me inside of the tribe. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. If you got any value out of this or something just really resonated with you, can you do me a favor and leave a review? It helps others find the show so that it could help them too. Also, I'd love to connect with you on other platforms. I'm Malaika Burley on IG and YouTube. And go grab my free webinar, The 5 Keys to Simple, Successful, and Sustainable Weight Loss at malaikaburley.com. And of course, all of those links are in the show notes. Thanks again and have a blessed day.